Hello everybody! New day, new life, new episode, new lesson here in Becoming a Research Enthusiast by Mom Glads in my practical research channel, the Quantitative edition. Okay, so how's everybody? Alright guys, hello! So you are currently watching this video. So I'm assuming that you are already working on the next module in Practical Research 2, wherein you are expected to write a research title. Correct? Right. So are you excited? Okay. So we are already beginning in our real goal here, guys, for us to be able to come up with a research project. Okay? So before that, please, I would like to remind everyone to do not forget to subscribe the channel, like it, share it, comment down there if you have any queries or questions, and do not forget to click the notification button because there are still a lot of videos that I will be uploading soon. Alright? So if you find this video, this channel helpful, tell everyone about this one, alright? So that they will also get important information about practical research too. So we will not wait for too long. Let's begin this class now. So before I proceed with the lesson proper, guys, let me give you a picture of how I advise my classes or groups in practical research. So there might be teachers who are watching these videos as well. So on my end po, dearest teachers, I did divide the class into 4 groups. Okay? Assigning 1 assistant leader and 1 leader for each group, who are going to consolidate possible outputs from their members. The very reason why I divided the class into groups is that, number 1, for the students to be able to cope up with the work without being exhausted, working on every part na sila lang mag-isa. Second, it would be impossible for us teachers to read all of those outputs kung we will be expecting them to submit to us individually. Diba? I think, or I guess, it would be smarter if we will stick on dividing the classes into several groups para meron lang tayong specific number of outputs kada classes. Okay? So, as what I made mention, I assigned leaders and assistant leaders, okay? But it doesn't mean that this is a group work, leader lang ang magwo-work. No. At the end of the day, guys, you are expected to come up with a common output, pero meron siyang individual effort for each parts of the research. So, ibig sabihin, okay, you are expected to accomplish the individual output, okay, or individual task for each module or for each capsulet, and then the leaders are expected to consolidate important outputs or important information na pwede nilang gamitin and form it or merge it to come up with a good output in every part of the research. Alright? So, doesn't mean na group work siya, isa or dalawa lang ang mag-work. Okay? In my class, I explained to you how I do the grading para walang magsasabi na unfair yung paggawa ng practical research outputs natin. Alright? So, kung matatandaan ninyo guys, okay, in the last lesson, lesson na yun is designing a research used in daily life. Correct? So, in that lesson, sa capsulet na yun, you were tasked to, okay, provide topics that you could work on para sa research ninyo. Correct? So, in that past lesson ninyo, okay, sa unang activity sa Let's Practice, you were asked for 10 possible topics. sa succeeding na activity, ni-breakdown natin siya, naging 3 na lang siya. Correct? Alright. So, at this point in time, bago ako mag-start para sa title, I want all the leaders to consolidate, okay? Gusto ko ilista ninyo lahat yung mga topics na binigay ng mga members ninyo, including your own topics. So, sabihin natin if sa activity, you were tasked to give 3. So, ibig sabihin kung 10 kayo, you are to give, okay? Or you are to consolidate 30 not possible topics. Okay? And then later on, tignan mo, okay, kung aling topic kaya doon ang possible na workable na maging research title. Kasi i-convert natin siya into a title. Head start ko lang kayo that in this lesson, sa writing a research title, you are also expected to give 3 research titles. So, ibig sabihin, yan ang magiging output ninyo at this point para pwede ninyong isubmit sa teacher ninyo, okay, na pwede niyang tignan kung ano yung pwedeng workable topic para sa inyo. Okay? So, meaning, on my end aside from submitting your capslet, okay, sa school, I want you to be giving me, most especially yung leaders, yung mga research titles na nagawa ninyo. So, ibig sabihin, ipipm ninyo sa akin. Para I will be able to look into that at makakapili na tayo ng research title. So, that is based on our agreement. Okay? So, yon. You can appeal kung halimbawa mas gusto nyong i-work on yung hindi ko napili, but you have to explain para maintindihan ko why you would choose or why you would want that title to be your research title. Alright? So, I hope that is clear. Okay. So, it is common for everyone no, na nagsastart ng research to ask ourselves, saan tayo makakahanap ng research title? Okay? So, gaya ng sinulat ko dyan sa module, since that one is my very own capslet, no, na ako yung nag-author. It seems like it's as easy as walking in the park, no? But in reality, masyado siyang mahirap kasi hindi lang siya basta-basta na in one snap of your finger, meron ka na agad title sa research. No. You have to have several skills for you to be able to, okay, come up with a workable research title na justifiable siya. Una, I made mention na kailangan mag-observe ka, okay, in your society, in your community, sa school, sa loob ng bahay, or wherever na you think na pwedeng maging inspiration mo for a research title. Okay? As what I made mention sa pinakaunang video ko, the very reason why we conduct research is for us to be able to sustain yung mga needs natin and for us to be able to promote improvement or discoveries na pwedeng magpagaan ng buhay ng tao. Okay? So, sa last lesson din natin, guys, okay, you were reminded that kailangan yung mga topics na pipiliin ninyo is number 1, kailangan under siya sa interest ninyo. Or, kailangan align siya sa strand or sa track ninyo. Second, okay, you are reminded to consider the necessity of the project. Okay? Bakit ba ikakandak natin yung project? Ano yung importance niya? Pangatlo, you have to consider kung practical or economical ba yung research project na you have in mind. Okay? Magiging practical ba siya? Hindi ba siya magde-demand ng maraming pera? Hindi ba siya magre-require ng napakahabang oras para sa inyo? Okay? And ang pinakahuli, okay, is that you are able to contribute to the society kung ano yung mga magiging gain ng mga tao, ng certain organizations in the research that you would want to conduct. Okay? So, yun yung mga considerations natin. Okay? Tatandaan nyo yan. So, makikita ninyo dyan sa module ninyo, okay? I have listed there specific topics, okay? These are specific topic na doable for a research project. So, meron tayo sa accountancy and business management strand. Yung magiging focus ng mga students should be, ito sample lang ha, meron pang mga iba, but sample lang siya. Business leadership, small and large enterprises, strategic management and productivity for ABM. For science and technology naman, engineering and mathematics strands, pwede yung mga students would work on medical services and management, mathematical formula derivation, and pwede din sila sa physical health and nutrition. Sa general academic strands, pwede yung mga students dito would work on topics such as teaching techniques and strategies, modern education, language teaching, okay? Yun yung mga topics na pwede ninyong trabahuin. In the humanities, social sciences strand, pwede sila about yung mga LGBT concerns, mga political dynasties and crimes and securities dito sa society natin. Meanwhile, technical vocational track, pwede sila about restaurant management and services, agricultural reforms, and personal protective device compliance. So, ibig sabihin, pwede ninyong pagpilian. These are the general topics, okay? Tatandaan ninyo ang general topics, guys. These are broad topics, okay? Kailangan ma-identify ninyo ngayon anong minimin ko sa mga broad topics. Kasi sa activity later, importante siya na ma-identify ninyo what do we mean by broad or general topics. So, after dyan sa nilist ko na general topics, I also included specific quantitative research titles by strand. Okay? So, sa accountancy and business management strand, meron dyan sustainability of convenience stores owner in Zamboanga City, merong satisfaction level of parents, teachers, and students in handling PTA collection at Baliwasan Senior High School. Okay? And under pa rin sa ABM, effectiveness level management and services in senior high schools. Okay? Mga sample yan. Specific na yan sila. Mga workable titles na. Okay? Sa science, technology, engineering, and mathematics strands, meron tayong preparedness level of the clinical personnel towards emergency, effects of ICT application on students' academic performance in mathematics, or factors influencing women in the use of contraceptives. Sa general academic strands, coping mechanism of Baliwasan Senior High School students on academic stress. Okay? As what I made mention, doable research title na to sila. Rescheduling of academic school calendar to August as perceived by the senior high school students. Readiness level of grade 12 students for work immersion. For humanities and social sciences naman, meron tayong effects of delayed 4-piece allowance to the beneficiaries, preparedness of the City Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council against natural disasters and calamities, juvenile delinquencies in Zamboanga City. Sa technical vocational track naman, we have food handling practices and sanitation of selected restaurant in Zamboanga City, impacts of digital literacy to students' academic performance, and linesmen's level of personal protective device compliance, and occupational related accidents. Anong ulit? Ma'am, how can we break down wide-ranging topic into a workable research title? Paano? Okay? So, sige, simula tayo. As what I told you, di ba, pinalista ko sa inyo lahat ng mga topics na binigay ng inyong mga members, right? So, for the members also, pwede nyong itry gawin sa mga binigay nyong mismong mga topics. Okay? Practice. Hindi ibig sabihin na leaders lang ang gagawa. Okay? So, you try also on your own. Okay? Number 1, begin tayo sa first step. Remember the considerations in choosing a research topic. So, yun na. Dapat yung sa interest ninyo, dapat practical, economical, nakakatulong siya, etc. So, i-consider natin yon. Second, gusto kong gawin ninyo is write down the general topic you want to work on. So, isa-isa muna. So, halimbawa, on my end dyan sa sample ko, ang pinili ko is school management and governance. So, yan ang general topic ko. Okay? So, kayo naman ngayon, I want you to write your general topic. Right. After that, okay, I want you to identify the specific topic you wish to do in your research problem. Okay? So, based dyan sa general topic, i-specify nyo siya ngayon. Okay? So, ngayon, under sa school management and governance na napili kong topic, ang specific topic ko dyan is PTA collection. Alright? So, kayo, ano yung magiging specific topic ng napili ninyo? You write it down. So, after that, okay, remember, okay, kailangan tandaan ninyo, quantitative research would require topics that dwells on factors such as satisfaction level, competency level, and other similar factors that can be measured and analyzed as your research project progresses. Kasi merong chat sa akin the other time, nagsasend sa akin ng mga titles nila, experiences pa rin guys. Remember, experiences are constructs, hindi siya variables. Okay? Kapag sinabi natin constructs, okay, these are not measurable things. Okay? So, gaya ng experiences, hindi natin ma-measure yan. Okay? Gaya ng perceptions, hindi natin ma-measure yan. In quantitative research, ang focus natin dito are variables na pwede nating i-measure. Alright? So, satisfaction level ba? Competency level? Ano pa ba yung mga gusto ninyo? Effectiveness? Mga ganon. Those are the words na pwede ninyong gamitin para sa magiging variables ninyo. Okay? So, ngayon, you look into your own topic or title. So, in my own topic kanina sa school management, ang gusto kong hanapin is yung satisfaction level. Okay, yun yung gusto kong i-focus. Okay, yun yung factor ko. Satisfaction level. Alright? So, next step is that determine the factor that should be measured and analyzed. Yun na nga. Okay? Nilagay ko na doon. Kayo, ano yung sa inyo? Akin satisfaction level. How about yours? The next step is that determine the dependent and independent variable. Alright? So, guys, sorry ha, sa nakita nyo sa module, merong mga modules dyan na pareho siyang independent. So, ang gagawin ninyo, i-erase nyo yung in sa unang independent. So, bale, dependent, independent. Yan. So, ngayon, remember sa lesson natin ng independent at saka dependent, independent are those na mga variables na pwede mong i-manipulate. Okay? Dependent variables, yun yung nag-change na mga variables based sa manipulation na ginagawa mo sa independent variable. So, ngayon, kung titignan yung dependent variable ko, yung pwedeng mabago is that the satisfaction level, nino? Kaninong satisfaction level yung gusto kong makuha? So, gusto kong makuha yung satisfaction level ng parents, teachers, and students. Okay? So, that is my independent variable. Anong satisfaction level or to what satisfaction level ang gusto kong makuha? Okay? Ano yung, kumbaga, variable na gusto kong malaman kung satisfied or not satisfied ba yung PTA? Okay? So, meron tayo dito sa independent, nakikita ninyo, ang pinili ko is handling of PTA collection. So, ibig sabihin, my title focuses on the satisfaction level of parents, teachers, and students in handling PTA collection at Baliwasan Senior High School. Nilagay ko dyan sa number 7 ninyo, inad ko ang scope of the study. My final title is Satisfaction Level of Parents, Teachers, and Students in Handling of PTA Collection at Baliwasan Senior High School. Ngayon, subukan nyo naman dyan sa inyo. Right? Remember guys, okay, sa paggawa natin ng titles, there are mga points to remember. Number 1, kailangan you have to indicate accurately the subject and the scope of the study. Okay, kailangan malinaw siya. Avoid using abbreviations. Okay. Third is use words that create a positive impression and stimulate readers' interest. So, kailangan catchy siya. Identify key variables, both dependent and independent variable. Right? And then suggest a relationship between variables which supports the major hypothesis. Right? And the next is that it should be limited to 10 to 15 substantive words. So, balikan natin ang title. Bilangin natin. Substantive, guys, so meaning, hindi nakasali yung mga connectors, right? Yung mga important words lang. So, satisfaction, level, parents, teachers, students, handling, PTA, collection, Baliwasan Senior High School. Meron siyang 12. So, if you look into the suggested limit, pumasok siya sa criteria na dapat 10 to 15 substantive words only. So, correct. Okay? So, bibilangin nyo rin yung sa inyo. Do not include study of, analysis of, or similar constructions. Kasi merong mga ibang mga research, they are fond of doing that. No? Nag-i-include sila ng mga words such as that. So, eliminate natin yun siya. Right? So, titles are usually in the form of praise, but can also be in a form of a question. Pwede. Right? Use correct grammar and capitalization with all first words and last words capitalized, including the first word of a subtitle. All nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs that appear between the first and the last of the title are also capitalized. So, meaning guys, kinakapitalize natin yung mga important words. We don't use naman determiner sa beginning. Halimbawa, the effectiveness, hindi man. We remove the, but diretso effectiveness of, okay, or satisfaction, hindi man natin sinasabi na the satisfaction level, nilalagay natin satisfaction level of, so ganon. Okay? In academic papers, rarely is a title followed by an exclamation mark. However, a title or subtitle can be in a form of a question. So, yun. Yung mga kailangan nyo lang tandaan. Alright? So, ganun lang siya ka-easy, guys. Again, so what I made mention, kailangan present yung mga variables, alright? And, guys, wag na yung mga experiences, perceptions, etc. Those are constructs sa quantitative research yan siya. Alright? So, puntahan natin before we end. Punta tayo sa mga activities. Okay? So, let's practice very easy because you are just asked to determine which strand can better take off or pursue each title as their own research project. So, matching type lang siya. Alright? So, sa next one, sa guide question, you are to justify your answers sa mga questions na ibinigay. Okay? And sa try part, this is going to be your final outputs. Okay? You are expected to give me or to give your teachers 3 final research titles. Okay? So, ibig sabihin 3. Galing doon sa kinonsolidate ninyo. Leaders, wag naman na sa inyo lahat yung mga ideas ha. You try to look into the ideas of your members as well. Baka maganda rin yung mga ideas nila. Okay? And let them also suggest. Kung pwede, yung ibibigay nila sa inyo is yung final research title na much better. Alright? So, yun. You are expected to give general topic muna. Ibig sabihin yung broad topic na gusto nyong trabahuin. And then, after giving the broad topic, you have to specify the topic. Ibig sabihin, yung pinaka, diba, topic na tatrabahuin ninyo. Followed by the factor. Ano ba, satisfaction level ba ang kukunin nyo? Impacts ba? Etc. Okay? Wag na sa constructs. Wag na perception. Wag na knowledge. Or wag na experiences. And then, identify ninyo ang dependent. Okay? And independent variable. Independent variable, siya yung gusto nyong tignan. Okay? Yung ima-manipulate. And then, dito sa dependent variable, siya yung, okay, gusto ninyong tignan na relationship. Okay? Kung ano yung connections niya, ano yung link niya sa independent variable. Okay? Kailangan i-specify nyo na at that point ha. Kasi factor is the same. Pagdating dyan sa dependent variable, nagkakaroon na siya ng specific point. Kung ano yung gusto nyo i-work talaga. Or i-point out. Yon, final title na siya. Alright? So, you are expected to give 3. Malinaw? Klaro? Alright. So, yun. Ganun kasimple, guys. So, how I hope na this is going to be a very good start for all of us. This is the beginning pa lang. Okay? Ang layo pa natin sa katotohanan. But, this is our stepping stone para sa ating entire research project. Without this one, our research project won't be successful. How I hope that you will be able to successfully answer the activities. Okay? Watch lang kayo ng video na to paulit-ulit para we will minimize possible errors. Hindi tayo paulit-ulit. Reminders lang sa lahat, most especially sa mga students ko. I will be expecting the titles, okay, na ipapasa nyo sa akin by group para pwede na nating pagpilian. Magbibigay ako ng advanced lesson bago ang background of the study writing. Okay? Kasi ang kailangan nating unahin muna, I think, kailangan lagyan na natin yan ng research problems or research questions. How I hope, clear tayo dyan. Guys, if you have questions, clarifications, no, you can comment down there lang or you can PM me, most especially sa mga group leaders ko. Okay? Para ma-clarify yung mga thoughts ninyo and you will be able to successfully accomplish that activity. So, I think we're gonna end here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video until the end. I made mention kanina, guys, please do not forget to share about this practical research channel to your friends. Okay? Ask them to subscribe it, to like it, to share it, to comment, and to click the notification button para guided kayo sa practical research too. Alright? So once again, thank you so much, everyone. How I hope to see you once again in the next video that I will be uploading. And I am wishing everyone good health. So please keep safe. This is Becoming a Research Enthusiast by Mom Glads in my practical research channel, the Quantitative Edition. So long and goodbye.